I've been summoned. Hello, it's me, Ricky Lai from the Rick the Lai channel. You may have already noticed by now that I'm not Ryan. I don't quite have the beard that he does, but I do have a beanie to make up for it. One of my favourite things to pay special attention to on my channel is music that doesn't quite get the attention it deserves. Really simple thing, but like, come on, we can't just talk about Igor all day. Riposte is an album by Buke Gase, released in 2010 and appreciated on YouTube 9 years too late. Contrary to what their names might make you think, Buke and Gase aren't background characters in Roly Poly Oly. They're called that because the duo write songs with homemade instruments, Buke being the baritone ukulele and Gase being a guitar-bass hybrid. Sadly, it's no match for my personal inventions, the flamenco and the drumbarine. Anyways, the sonic combination makes for a really crunchy sound, but not a praline type of crunch, more like mechanical crunching. Only so often you get yourself an indie rock record that sounds like a machine sputtering, shooting out steam and then falling apart, perhaps continuing to carry the creative torch for indie rock that Wolf Parade lit up in 2005 and then forgot to take with them. Buke and Gase are in their own lane, frankly, and their 2013 follow-up is a prize bundle of dynamic fun too. If you're listening to Riposte, however, dynamics aren't always the focal point. In fact, I can imagine this sounding fairly overwhelming to many pairs of ears, even to mine, but I love it because it's so creative, an anxious bundle of ear candy that kicks the trajectory of each melody in directions that you wouldn't expect, and then repeats tiny passages as if the song encountered an error and then keeps skipping back to the same position. But believe me, it sounds cool. It's a prized characteristic of two of my favourite tracks, one of which is Your Face Left Before You, which keeps slowing down like an engine that needs fuel and then it'll spark back up again into some kind of finicky jig. I'm almost surprised that Finicky Jig wasn't just the name of the record. A ton of these songs make me want to bounce my legs up and down despite not knowing when or how the rhythm's gonna change without warning, and that's another wonderful quality. The songs are hooky and melodically sweet, maximalist like any good ear-blasting power pop tune, but they'll surely keep you guessing as well. The formula is perfected on the eerily cinematic Sleep Gets Your Ghost, with scenes that unfold in the order of tense confrontation, calm mystery, and then harmonious victory, which all do sound like rubbish ice cream flavors, but as moods in a single song, yeah, I'd like to think it bloody works. For a song about worrying that you might just fall asleep and never wake up again, it sure ends up sounding like the distant song blasted out the speakers of an ice cream truck. Aaron Dwyer is a prize vocalist who sounds just as stressed as the music does, trying to hold itself together. In tandem with the instrumentation, it's a foolproof capture of anxious energy that tries to shake all its sillies out as best as it can. It's constantly interesting, fun, catchy. The introduction of homemade instruments that seriously sound great leaves Riposte as an unsung hero in the 2010s indie rock catalogue, or even the indie rock catalogue as a whole, or music as a whole. This album is sick. It's so good. I'm not going to be ambiguous about it. Riposte is an undiscovered gem. And if you want to learn more about Undiscovered Gems, then make sure you check out Ryan's little series on this channel, Undiscovered Gems. He's just doing heaven's work, bro. He just keeps shining spotlights on albums that, you know, I keep wishing for more attention to. And here he is, bro. In this video, I could have talked about that Japanese shoegaze and an alt-rock album by Walrus, one of my favourite things I've ever heard, and yet he's already done it. So then I wanted to pick Emperor X's Western Teleport. He's already done that. And that goth pop group Choir Boy. He's a bloody ninja, this guy. He doesn't tell you what's coming next. He still hasn't covered Twin Sister Moon yet, though.